Hello everyone, so I'm here to talk about why poor people or low income people are overweight and are at risk for obesities and type 2 diabetes, and why mostly the ones who don't have a lot of money to purchase nutritious food have a problem with their weight and are at risk for certain diseases. So if you see me looking now, I'm looking at my notes so I can kind of cover everything I want to talk about in this video. So first of all, a lot of poor people or low income people, they are overweight because of their food choices. They might not have enough money to buy fruits and vegetables and nutrient dense foods like that, so they tend to go for the cheaper and the conventional foods because that's all they have, and those foods are causing them to gain weight, causing them to have type 2 diabetes, hypertension, high blood pressure. And I used to hear when I was younger that people got high blood pressure because of stress. No. high blood pressure can be in some ways, but rarely is stress related, but really is food related or nutrition related. If you're not getting the right kinds of food, you can be at risk for those kinds of diseases. And also environmental factors can have an effect on a person's weight. Environmental factors can be where they live. They probably live in a higher crime area, or there aren't many grocery stores around, and they're usually in low income neighborhoods. There are more convenience stores than there are grocery stores. How I know this? Because I grew up in a low income area and we didn't have a lot of food, a lot of money. And when we did have money, it was cheaper to go to the convenience stores where they had all the processed foods and the snacks and the sugary drinks. And sometimes we ate that for dinner. So if you see someone who is overweight and they're having trouble with their weight, they're obese, and they have all these types of diseases, don't make fun of those people, because they might not have the kind of money you have to go and buy certain healthier foods. And I know that some people in those neighborhoods, they are uncomfortable with being overweight, but they don't know how to lose the weight, and they don't know what foods to eat, because they only have those food choices, those processed foods, those sugary drinks. And there are a lot more fast food restaurants, like let's say McDonald's has the dollar menu, or Hardee's or Carl's Jr. has this deal where you can get a lot of food for $4. It's like 2 sandwiches, fries, and a drink for $4. No, stop buying that. $4. Let me tell you what you can get for $4. You can feed your family some beans and some rice, okay? A bag of beans and a bag of rice, okay, would take you a long way. Beans and rice, bean burgers, shit, you can make a damn beans and rice casserole for $4, okay, and feed your family. You don't have to go there and eat those kinds of food. But a lot of people don't understand, and they're not educated to know what foods they can buy for a little bit of money. And another reason people who don't have enough money, they might not have access to healthier foods. Like I said before, certain neighborhoods don't have grocery stores, and the grocery stores that they don't have the fresh fruits and vegetables, and if they do, they are higher in price. They are too high in price for that person. They might not have enough money, so they're going to resort to the processed foods, the ramen noodles, the processed canned meats, or the cheaper chickens that have all these hormones. And if you from a low income poverty neighborhood, you can really understand what I'm talking about people not having access to healthier foods. And that's something that we need to change. And no, it's not fair that people who don't have enough money, they don't have access to those kinds of nutrient dense food. They only can result into eating fast food. But I'm going to talk about that in a later video, how you can eat healthier on a budget. Even if you can pay all your bills and you have $20. Hey, I can tell you how to stretch that $20 because I've been there. Also, what I want to talk about, people will choose their bills over the way they eat or the way they need to eat. For example, if you have a light bill due or your rent is due, you're gonna say, okay, I don't have enough food, but I need to pay my rent. I only have $30 or $40 left to feed my family. And that is a big problem for people who don't have a lot of money, especially people who live in low income neighborhoods. They are more prone to pay their bills and try to keep shelter and a place to stay for their families. So they don't have enough money to feed their families. And what I want to tell you guys, if you're going through this, if you only have enough money to pay your bills and pay your rent, there is help out there. There is government assistance. There are places in different neighborhoods, like churches and food pantries. Like, find those places in your neighborhoods that give away free food. For so much help out there. Don't result into eating the most unhealthiest food just because you said you ate that day. Because let me tell you something. Yes, you might spend all your money on your bills and only have a little bit of money left, but there is a way. There is a way. Some things you might have to cut out. Like, we don't need meat. You don't need dairy. You don't need all these sugary cereals. Oatmeals, rice, beans, those kinds of foods are cheaper and nutrient dense and provide you with vitamins. And I want to say this, people who are overweight, I see a lot of people making fun of people who are overweight, obese, and like severely obese, morbidly obese, and they make fun of these people. You have no idea what those people are going through or what got them to that point. It can be maybe they lost a family member, maybe they're stressing over their finances, maybe they living in a area where they don't want to be and it's causing them to eat, maybe they don't have enough money. So just think about when you see people who are overweight, the reason is their food choices. That's what got them to that point. It can be like some women may have emotional ties to food. When they're stressed, when they're going through something, they resort to eating certain foods, and that can cause weight gain as well. Because I was one of those people. When I was about 12, I was almost 200 pounds, and people used to make fun of me a lot. They would say, oh, she ain't missing no meals. And yes, I missed a lot of meals because my mom, she tried to make sure we had somewhere to stay versus having enough food. So she would pay her bills, and she had enough money to get churches. She had enough money to get us snacks and stuff like that. That's what we ate. And some nights I didn't eat. And that can be a problem too when you miss meals. Your body hangs on to fats because your body doesn't know when you're going to eat again. So it has to hang on to those fats to keep, your organs and things running, and keep you from damn falling out. Shit. So be careful with that. And another thing I want to talk about is people who live in low income and poverty areas. They are more prone, and their risk increase for like type 2 diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, and high blood pressure. You'll see that a lot of people, low income people, they suffer with those diseases. And most of those diseases are food related. You have been eating like those bad foods and unhealthy foods for so many years. And so people say, yeah, my mom has type 2 diabetes and I'm going to get type 2 diabetes. Yeah, that might be the case if you eating just like your mom was eating. Reason why she got type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure and cardiovascular disease. Type 2 diabetes is an epidemic now. A lot of people have it, and it's not hereditary. So if somebody keep telling you that it's hereditary, it's a lie. Okay, it's a lie. So just think about when you make certain food choices. Just think about it. You don't have to eat a certain way because you don't have a lot of money. You don't have to eat unhealthy because you don't have a lot of money. There is a way you can eat a little bit better for a little bit of money. And yeah, it's not fair that people in certain neighborhoods, like people who have the money and they can go to Whole Foods or they can go to other grocery stores and they can shop at those stores for fresher fruits and vegetables. But you got to learn how to work the system. You got to learn what foods you can buy that's healthier for the little bit of money you have. And like I said, you might not want to eat beans, okay? This $1 bag of beans versus this pack of chicken that's got all these hormones and GMO corn and soy. This is not going to help you. This is going to make you sicker. These beans over here, they have protein, they have fiber, and they have vitamins, and that's what you need to be eating when you don't have enough money. Plant-based foods, vegan foods, vegetarian, okay? Some things you're just going to have to cut out. Those snacks, those sugary snacks, McDonald's, all that stuff. Cut it out. You can do it. I understand that you don't have a lot of money, but you can do it. And I've been through that. I've been through a situation where we didn't have a lot of money and we ate what we could. And I'm here to help you. I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to show you that there are ways that you can eat a healthier diet, a more nutritious diet. Because let me tell you something. Y'all stressing about weight loss. Y'all stressing about your tummy. I want to lose the fat on my tummy. Girl, I'll be sexy if I lose this belly. No. I'm sorry. There's no such thing as losing unless you go get liposuction, which you don't have the money for. But anywho, if you ate healthy and exercise and you didn't worry about losing weight, you didn't worry about any of that, let me tell you something. Your weight will adjust on its own if you ate healthier and you exercise. Even if you don't like to exercise, find something you like. You can take walks, you can do Zumba classes, and check your community centers. Some community centers have Zumba classes for free or for $3 or $4 a class. You have to do something. You guys are getting lazy. You are depending on convenience. Stop being lazy. Get off your ass and do something. You can't sit there and stress about your situation. You have to get up and do something about it. You have to do something. You can't sit here and wait till somebody comes your way and blesses you, as y'all say, blesses you with something. No, you have to get up. You have to do what's best for your family. Teach your kids how to be healthy. Teach your kids how to be active. Don't sit your kids in front of the TV and sit them in front of video games while they eat on little Debbie snacks, little Swiss cakes. While they sitting in front of the TV getting fat. Get them bites. Let them run outside. Engage in physical activity with your kids. Stop complaining about your weight. Stop complaining about you sick. Stop complaining about your type 2 diabetes and do something. You can't do anything sitting down and complaining. It's not going to help. And for people who are living in these low income neighborhoods, these poverty neighborhoods, get together with your community and help these people. Help these people. There's so much you can do. It's so much you can do. Complain to the community leaders. That's who you need to be complaining to. Complaining to your community leaders why you don't have decent food in your community. Why is your community struggling with all these diseases? Why? Now I can only speak for my people, my African American people, because I have lived through it. I see it. I see my mom struggling with type 2 diabetes, my aunts and my uncles. One of my uncles died from cardiovascular disease. My grandmother died from a heart attack, because all these diseases are food related. It's in the food. It's what you're eating. It has nothing to do with hereditary. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing. You have to do better. You have to do better. I'm telling you, you have to do better. And I'm here to tell you how you can do better. And I'm going to leave you with this. stop eating them damn ramen noodles, okay? Them ramen noodles ain't got nothing but artificial flavors and cancer in there. Y'all up here boiling the hell out of these noodles and sprinkling a little seasoning pack on it, thinking, oh, I'm eating healthy. No, this shit ain't healthy. Stop buying them damn ramen noodles, okay? You know, noodles, you can buy a box of pasta, whole grain pasta, and you can do a lot with that, okay? You can do a lot with that, guys. You got to educate yourself. You have to educate yourself, okay? And if you're not going to educate yourself, maybe I'll help with that. Maybe I'll get on this camera and get on your damn nerves, okay? That's what I'm doing. So, I'm going to end this video again. I'm just saying, man. I'll be like, come on, y'all can do better. Y'all don't want to do better. Y'all love that damn fried chicken and that greasy ass churches and Popeyes. That shit ain't healthy. Y'all smell, ooh, yeah, I'll eat my fried chicken today. Let me tell you something. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's why a lot of people are obese and unhealthy, and especially in low income poverty areas, because they don't have access to good foods. They don't have a lot of money to buy the right foods. And like I said, don't make fun of people who are overweight, because you don't know what that person is going through. I'm gonna be back for more videos like this and talking to you guys and trying to help you make better food choices, because you can eat healthy on a low budget. You can. I promise you can. I've been there. I've done that. I have went to the grocery store with $20, honey, and fed all my people up in here, okay, for the week, okay? You like, no, you can't. Yes, you can, okay? Yes, you can. $20, take to the store. Okay, I can do it. I've done it. So I'm going to teach you how to do it. So just keep watching, subscribe, and also follow my Instagram page, Already Vegan, my Facebook page, Already Vegan, for updates. I'm always posting what I eat. I'm always posting health tips. Get in on that, okay? Until then, peace.